Well, I'm a baseball expert, you know. Here's heat number 1 in the street stock division, and here's how they line up. Starting on the pole is the 2L. This is Art Lenert. Art is from south of the border. Outside of him is the 70, a rookie, Jesse Tunis. Inside row 2, the 11 junior. This is Shane Holden. To his outside, another second-generation driver. The 88 is Cody Wall. Inside row 3, it's the 80 of Jesse Peterson, another second-generation driver. For rent, this is Derek Pollock at the wheel. In row 3, row 4 has Mark Tunis inside in the 51. To his outside, Pete Dominic in the 2T. And on the end, the to rent is Joshua Elsner.
Well, a great night for racing, Pat. No doubt about that. Beautiful Manitoba evening. Late models in the pit area. Sprint cars in the pit area. Wow, we're going to be in for a great time here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway for Pizza.
Well, we got some heavy hitters in all the classes tonight. We've got Brad Sang here out of Grand Forks in the S&S Transport Nestle's number 12. Dustin Strand in the 71S running the new Millennium chassis. All right, we're looking them over. Rob Como's our head flagman, and we are going green. We're racing for Pizza. 3 wide in row 2 as they head through 1 and 2 now. Onto the back straightaway, Art Lenert. Oh, look out. Ooh, look like somebody might be putting the dirty side up there for a minute. Well, we got action already. Man, we hardly got started. That gives me an opportunity to remind you about the 50-50 tickets. Half the money to one lucky ticket holder, the other half to the driver's point fund. Now, at Pizza, you can walk in anytime and get a medium pepperoni at $4.99.
I'm trying to make it a little more efficient.
$4.99 for a walk-in anytime at Pizza. And you can order online, pizzapizza.ca. And they are 100% Canadian and proud of it, expanding in Winnipeg with 8 locations currently and 5 more in the works. Look for your neighborhood Pizza. Jesse Tunis driving the 70, sponsored by Grand Prix Amusements and A-Tech Parts. We have a fireman coming out to the track. Do we have a fire? Oh, I see. He's a fireman and a body man. Okay. All righty. Well, we got all the action hot and heavy right out of the box here. 8 laps up on our Pepsi board. That is the distance here tonight on this first of 2 street stock heat races.
Hey, attention race fans, gather your office, family, ball team, or whomever, and come and enjoy racing as a group. When you do that, receive reduced gate admission price, special seating, and so much more. Make your summer event one you won't soon forget and host it at Red River Co-op Speedway. Information available right now at the Winnipeg exclusive bus tour booth. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to step on your cord.
That's okay. All right, so Art Lenert is the pole sitter. Who goes to the back for that one? I don't know that anybody did. Looks like there's a for rent car missing. Joshua Elsner. Oh, no, he's there. It's Derek Pollock that's not there. Green flag. We're back to racing for Pizza. Shane Holden, the 11 junior, on the high side of the racetrack and looking good. Art Lenert on the bottom of the racetrack. Art is door to door with Shane Holden. What a great race. A couple of metric GMs, and well, I guess that's what the crowd is, the lineup is full of here, but Shadow Auto and Fleet Repair, number 11 junior. doing a nice job. Here comes Pete Dominic in the 2T. Pete started in the 8th starting spot, and Pete is up and challenging for the number 2 position now. Meester. Pete Dominic from 8th place all the way to 3rd. Boy, just a moment ago, it looked like Holden was going to overtake Art Lennert, but Shane Holden in the 11 junior having a little bit. Oh, he runs it hard into turn number 3, but coming off of 4, Lennert gets tangled up behind a lap car. Here they come. Oh, Holden on the brakes. Shane Holden had trouble with those rental cars last year. He's not a fan of those rentals. Meanwhile, Art Lennert just about shortened his car up. Oh, we got a yellow. The number 51, that is Mark Tunis. Mark Tunis. Now, if you're wondering, there is Jesse Tunis driving the 70. There is Sean Tunis driving the 39 in the next race. There's 51 is Mark Tunis. Well, how do they all fit together? Well, Mark Tunis driving the 51 car is their dad. And you can see, dear old dad, as a good dad would, make sure the kids got cars that finish races, and he's left with the gas can with hardly anything in it. The road cone comes out to the front straightaway, and of course, no passing till you pass the cone. If there is 5 laps or under, we do not do the side-by-side restart. So with 4 to go, the cone comes out. No passing until you pass the cone. If you hit the cone, that's a no-no either as well. Don't forget to grab a 50-50 ticket. Should be a good fat one tonight. 50-50 ticket jackpot tonight should be a good one. Art Lennert heads to the bottom of the racetrack. Shane Holden heads for the middle. And Shane has that 11 junior just about with enough to overtake your leader, but not quite. Look at Holden. Goes far deeper into the corners, but is unable to reel him in coming off the corners. He seems to go in deep, but gives a little bit up as they make their way into the middle of the corner. Shane Holden with a good entry there, and he goes in the outside of Art Lennert again in the 2 car. Here we are again, door to door, Lennert and Holden. And this time, Holden makes it happen. He is your new leader with 3 to go. The Shooters Billiards, Shadow Fleet Repair number 11 junior, Shane Holden. Started 3rd in the 11 junior.
You know, Pat, Shane Holden has not driven very long. It's been a few years, but he's driving like a veteran. He has been clean and very, very patient.
Well, he is. He's smooth, and he knows what it takes. He's been there before. It's not a lot of years in the driver's seat, but he pays attention, and he had a good teacher. Don't forget, his dad won a street stock championship and many, many street stock races. So he comes with good knowledge in his pit crew, that's for sure. This time by, the white flag will fly, indicating 1 to go as the race for second place shapes up now. The Emerald Lodge number 2L is under attack. Pete Dominic trying to close in and steal that second spot as they come up on slower traffic. The lap car, that is the to rent Joshua Elsner. He rented that car for the night, and he's out there. Oh, look out. There's the leader just about into the concrete. Checkered flag flies for Shane Holden. In the Shooters Billiards, Shadow Fleet Maintenance number 11 junior. Second spot goes to the Dairy Queen 2L of Art Lennert. 3rd to the 2 of Pete Dominic. And the top 3 will weigh in the street stock class. They must weigh no less than 3,200 pounds, and if that's the case, they will get the go-ahead. With Heat 2, here's Darren.
Hey, thanks very much, Pat Mooney. Hey, attention race fans. If you need to raise some extra funds for your group, sports team, or charity, Red River Co-op Speedway has a ticket fundraising program where you can earn up to $5 for every ticket sold. Let us help you reach your fundraising goals. Information available at the Winnipeg exclusive bus tour booth.
Hey, that's a good idea. Rather than selling chocolate bars and making $1 or $2, you can make $5 a ticket. That's a deal.
Absolutely. Great for sports teams and the like. As we get set to go with heat number 2 in the street stock division for Pizza, hot and fresh. And here's your lineup for street stock heat number 2. Starting on the pole in the 007 is James Slobodian. On the outside, driving the car number 39, he is sponsored by Grand Prix Amusements, the reigning street stock points champion. This is Sean Tunis in the 39 out of West St. Paul, Manitoba. Inside of row number 2, the 53B is Bill Maruka. On the outside of Bill, in the 7L, scheduled to be outside row 2 is Sean Penner in the 7L. Inside row number 3, the Ignite 107 Sun Valley RV 55 car. This is Andy Martins. Outside row number 3 in the 08, sponsored by Elbar Erectors. This is Barry Hickst. Inside row number 4, the 24 James Wall. And hey, let me get the working one. Thanks, folks. I was talking away. I went through the whole lineup. And all right, let's just say there's 8 guys racing in heat number 2. Inside of row number 4, the 24 is James Wall. On the outside of row 4, the 86 Rob Weens. So getting set to go racing here. Front row, James Slobodian and Sean Tunis. Row 2, Bill Maruka and Sean Penner. Row 3, the 55 Andy Martins and Barry Hickst in the 08. And James Wall on the 24 and the 86 of Rob Weens on the back of the pack. Green flag is out. Here we go. James Slobodian looking good, but keep your eyes on Sean Tunis. He is the reigning street stock points champion in the 39 out of West St. Paul. That thing flies. Great looking paint scheme for 2013, and they're making it 3 wide out of turn 4. What a race. Barry Hicks started 6th, is now 1st in the Elbar Erectors 08. Man, he flew down the front straightaway and looked awful good doing it. Your new leader, Barry Hicks in the 08. Slobodian 2nd, 3rd is Tunis. Great racing at the back of the pack through the middle, the 55. Heads up the 53. Almost gets into that 55 car. Bill Maruka in the 53 having some handling troubles as he slides to the top of the racetrack. Well, Barry Hickst having a great race in the 08. About 10 car lengths ahead of the 007 of James Slobodian. Sean Tunis, the Grand Prix number 39, working on the 007. And keep your eyes on the 55. He's coming to join the party. Sean Tunis driving by the 007 of James Slobodian now, so Tunis in 2nd, but the 08 continues to pull away. Barry Hickst is real strong here in the Econo Muffler 08. Another guy awful strong, the 55 Andy Martins. Now, if you take a look on the racetrack, the guys that are 1st and 2nd right now actually started 5th and 6th. Both of those drivers, 1st and 2nd, started in row number 3, so they have found a way to get around and speed down the straightaway. Look at the 08 fly. Half a straightaway lead. White flag coming out this time for Barry Hickst in the 08. He's got 1 lap to go. The Gauthier number 39 riding along in the third spot, trying to catch the 55 of Andy Martins. As your leader enters turn number 3, the Econo Muffler L-Bar Erectors 08. From 6th to 1st checkered flag, Barry Hickst is your winner in Street Stock Heat 2. Second, Andy Martins. Third, the Grand Prix Gauthier number 39. That's Sean Tunis. Well, no doubt about it, some great street stock action there in heat number 2. Brought to you by Hot and Fresh Pizza. Don't forget, 2 slices, $5 at any one of their 8 locations. All right, well, some great race action, no doubt about that. Well, we want you to enjoy Gold Eyes baseball all summer long. Check out goldeyes.com for the schedule, upcoming promotions, and news about the team. Pat?
Thanks, Darren. All right, we get set to go in heat number 1 of 2 in the Super Truck division. Starting on the pole in this one, the number 29, it's a driver's team of Derek Pollock and Kevin Overton. No, there's not 2 seats in it. It's just they take turns, and tonight it's Derek Pollock.